How long you are chair of the CERBA organization?
I was chair for 4 years, from September 2013 until 2017. Those are very challenging years, of course, given the political situation, both multilaterally and bilaterally between Canada and Russia. But I'm very proud of how the organization has managed to sustain its membership, and we have been very, very active in organizing information events, missions going in both directions. The importance of maintaining these relationships is critical because the longer-term opportunities for both countries to work with each other are great, and temporary challenges should not deter people, and that's really the message that CERBA gives.
My company, Amor Minerals, has been working in Russia since 2004. We're a mining exploration company working in Far East in Amur Oblast mostly. We have offices in Blagoveshchensk as well as in Khabarovsk. We've made a discovery of a nickel-copper deposit in Amur Oblast that is, I would say it's approaching world-class in size at this point. And we've just recently, obviously over 11 years, 12 years' time, we've done a lot of work. We've drilled a lot of holes. We've built a small community there and have recently received, in the last year and a half, our mining license with the signature of Mr. Putin. So we've been doing, and my advice to companies coming to Russia is do things the right way. Follow the regulations. Don't try to shortcut. Work with the various ministries, and you can be successful. We find that we've never had any walls thrown in our way because we probably fill out the paperwork for the bureaucrats better than the Russians do.
I think I was with the Loma system. I think I was in 1996, I think, we entered the Russian market through a joint venture with a Russian company in St. Petersburg. Then, the company grew a bit, and we split. We worked on a number of projects in Russia, and after 2001, I was just a regional project coordinator for Baltic states and the former Soviet Union countries. Now I have my own company, Transcontinental, where I'm trying to develop and use all my international contacts as well in Central Asia, in Balkan, and in Russia. I hope that whatever now is, this misunderstanding, I will call it, will finish it one day and we'll start working again together with Russia. That's all.
What you can say about future goals of your organization, your vision and future opportunities and missions also?
Well, I think it is very important to acknowledge that there are substantial changes happening in the region in which our organization is working or focusing its efforts, Eurasia. I think in Canada people do not know so much about the fact that there is a very good process of integration, economic integration going on between the countries of Eurasia. So therefore, we are traditionally focusing our efforts on promoting economic relations with Russia, but now we have, to a certain extent, refocused to address the broader region, because of course Russia now is also a part of the Eurasian Economic Union. So we're also working very actively with Belarus, Kazakhstan and Armenia, as well as Kyrgyzstan. So I think we have to adapt to the changes that are taking place in the economic situation of the region, where there is this economic integration. A new customs code, for instance, will be enforced as of the 1st of January. So if you export as a Canadian, if you export your goods to let's say, Armenia, you are in the region, you are in the Eurasian Economic Union. So if you're going to export, let's say, to Russia, you also have your goods in Kazakhstan and Belarus and so on and so forth. So that is an important element because there are also some changes happening in terms of infrastructure. So you can deliver, for instance, certain goods to Belarus and have them delivered afterwards to Vladivostok because that is still in the same region. So the trade flows will be changing, evolving, adjusting. Certain countries may well specialize in certain aspects of the economic dimension. Trade flows will be affected. The result will be more trade to a large extent, and we have to be aware of that. So in that sense, I think we have to make sure that our membership, the Canadian companies that are supporting CERBA, members of CERBA, are well aware of this and see the new opportunities, if you want, that are arising out of this economic integration, new transportation infrastructures, and so on and so forth. So we have to bring our business interests, adjust our activity to the new context.
Merci beaucoup.
Je vous en prie. Merci beaucoup.